whenever I build a ship or a vehicle or something, if as soon as I'm done, I turn around and I rebuild the exact same ship a second time, like starting from scratch, and like I can keep all the design specs that I wanted the same. I can even keep the aesthetic. It generally tends to be better. For the hydrogen miner that I'm currently using, it's actually called Type 4 because it's the fourth version of the exact same miner, the exact same idea that I had. The first one I thought was really nice, and when I was done with it, I was like, this is a good miner, but I can probably do the same and make it smaller because I wanted something cheap, right? So I made a second version, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, but I wasn't like super happy with it. I still liked it, thought it was a good ship, so I was like, all right, let me do a third time. Third time was a little different again, and I really liked it. And it was also smaller, and I thought, it's still not quite right. It could be better. So then I made a fourth version, right? I was like, I'll try it again. The whole time I was trying to keep in mind the same kind of design parameters that I had, like the key characteristics that I wanted, and ended up with the one that I'm using now in the game. There's been a number of times where I've done that, like I've built something and then I finished and I'm like, yeah, this does all the things I want, and it kind of has like it has all like whatever characteristics I want, whether it's aesthetic, or whether it is aesthetic or weapons or cargo or jump capacity, whatever. But I'm like, you know what? I feel like it could be better. It's usually the one, like the second one or the third or the fourth or whatever. I always like those the best. Like I still like the first one or the other ones in the progression. But I always end up almost invariably liking the final one the best.